Hi, I'm Bill Woodard, and welcome to the April edition of the Smith County Chamber Corner. Okay, we are here at Mid-South Auto.
Yes, Mid-South Auto.
And why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell them like a phone number and contact and all that.
My name is Nicholas. I'm one of the co-owners here at Mid-South Auto Center. Phone number here is 615-735-1530. We've got a lot of good things coming on down here. We're putting a new building in over there, so we have twice the area to work on your cars. We got a rental car fleet, including a moving truck and a couple enclosed trailer and an open trailer for rent. Used cars on the lot as well. Got a lot of things going on down here. Just come on by and say hi.
Okay, and if you come in here, you can do tires, right?
Full service.
Full service. Name some of the stuff that you can do for a car.
Tires, brakes, alignments, diagnostic work, any type of work that you need done on your vehicle, we can take care of it here for you.
Okay, and what do they need to do? Well, let's talk about hours. When are you open?
We're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 for mechanical service at this moment. Once the new shop is built and we're full up to steam, we're going to try to be open on Saturdays for some of those people that work Monday through Friday and need that. But that will be in the future. We have to get everything rolling the way we need it to before we can make that happen.
Okay, and you can work on any model car, any
make,
brand car, any make.
Yes, sir.
So that's wonderful. Now, your shop, you do the alignments here. Is that offsite, or
Nope,
you will
we do everything here? Everything in-house.
Everything's in-house.
Full exhaust, alignments, like I said, brakes, engine work, engine swaps, transmission swaps, all that stuff, everything.
Okay, well, we're really glad you guys are here. And folks, if you don't know where it is, give them the address one more time.
122 Dixon Springs Highway.
Okay, 122 Dixon Springs Highway, and you just come past Hardee's, and before you get out of town, it's on the right.
Yes, sir.
All right, Nick, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
All right, or thanks for letting us come by.
No worries, anytime.
All right.
Thank you.
We're privileged to have Miss Martha Holliday with us here. Martha, why don't you introduce yourself, tell them who your organization is.
Okay, Martha Holliday for 2 more days. And then it's going to be right. Martha Hinton, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here to talk about the fish fry. We've got the fish fry coming up, our annual fish fry for the Pregnancy Help Center. It's going to be on Saturday, April the 22nd from 4 to 6 p.m. down at the Chamber. And thank y'all for letting us use that.
You're
that
welcome.
Works out really well. It's a drive-through, and you can buy your tickets at the Chamber. You can buy them at the local banks, pharmacies, and also at the Pregnancy Help Center. All the proceeds come right back into the center to help love on our babies and our families.
Okay, now let's, I know you came to talk about the fish fry, but let's talk about the Pregnancy Help Center just a little bit.
Okay.
Now you guys, if they need to come by, you're located on?
At 108 College Avenue West. Turn down by the old Sonic.
Yeah, and then you're on the right there as you turn down the street. See
White House, purple door.
Okay, now what is your all's mission and function?
Our mission is to help families become better parents, to help mamas with their babies. We serve a wide variety of clients, from young to old, from grandparents. We help a lot of grandparents now. And we're just there to love on those babies and be the hands and feet of Christ.
When you see the Smith County Pregnancy Help Center, in your mind you go, okay, once the baby's born, you guys stop, but that's not true.
No, we serve up until age 2, 24 months. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and prior to that, you can help if
prenatal.
They having any issues, any problems, anything like that?
Not so much medical, but if they have any needs or they don't have the things that their baby's going to need when they get there, then we're there for them.
Okay, so you're emotional, moral support
very much so.
for somebody that's going to have a child, and that's good.
A lot of peer counseling.
Yeah, well, and that's something that's very needed today.
Yes, it
okay,
is.
Well, what is a phone number that they can get in touch with you?
615-281-8054. And that's also connected to my cell phone, so I can get it 24/7.
Okay, and don't forget the fish fry.
No, don't.
All right.
$12 a plate.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay, whenever we have a new member, we like to get them on TV as quick as possible. Some are shy and don't want to come, but others, we can talk them into it. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell them your company?
Thanks, Bill. My name is Jeff Jolly. I'm with Crylike Realtors. My wife and I and our children moved here to Smith County about 5 years ago. And I work out of Mount Juliet, but I'm here in Smith County, and I would love to work with anybody who wants to sell a house, buy a house. I work with people with land as well. So I'm a Christian. I operate my business as a follower of Christ. So I'll run my business with integrity, and trust is very important to me. If we trust each other, things go so much smoother. So anyway, I'd appreciate your business, and thank you for having me here today.
Okay, well now you can do commercial or residential or any type of real estate, right?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what is a phone number in case they want to get in touch with you?
615-306-9910.
Okay, and I guess that's probably the best way to get in touch with you. Now, I'm sure you have a web presence too, Crylike, so they can look you up on the web. If they search your name and Crylike, they should get you, right?
Absolutely. My website's jollyrealtor.com.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to say, just other than come on by?
No, just give me a call. I'd love to help you. I'll work hard for you.
Okay. Jeff, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Bill.
Okay, we're here with our friend from UT Extension, and I think everybody's pretty busy over there right now.
Yes.
Yeah, so anyway, introduce yourself as usual and tell them who you're with.
I'm Mary Draper, and I'm the Family and Consumer Science Extension Agent here in Smith County with UT Extension.
Okay, and if somebody needed to contact UT Extension, what's the phone number?
615-735-2900.
Okay, now you guys offer a lot of services. Now, let's start out with what you have in your section that you do. You're Family Consumer Science, right?
Yes, so Family and Consumer Sciences deals with anything that in the home, health, food, family, and money, so a wide range. So we right now are doing couple different exercise programs. So we're having our Walk Across Tennessee challenge right now. We're in our first week. We're also in the middle of Tai Chi. We're doing that with the Senior Center in conjunction with it. And we're about halfway through. They're learning the 6 basic movements and the 6 advanced movements. And then also in Family and Consumer Sciences, we deal with things like budgeting tips, and we're almost in the canning season where we're getting our gardens ready, and we offer canning services. So we have a canning college where you can learn hands-on how to can, and if you're an experienced canner and you have a pressure canner, those are good to be checked every year to make sure that they are accurate, and we can test those in the office.
Okay, so there's a lot of things you can do right there in the office. Now, I know Katie Martin, she handles mostly 4-H. I know you guys help each other, but she handles mostly 4-H. Now, there's a lot of 4-H stuff that goes on right now.
Yeah, so Katie, right now, actually today, the 4-Hers are getting their chicks for Chick Chain, so I know they're really excited about that. Katie also has started camp signups this week, so if you're interested in going to 4-H camp, definitely give our office a call. But Katie actually took a new role as well this week, so she's actually our agriculture extension agent now.
Okay, so in other words, she stepped in. She can do soil testing. If you've got questions about crops, things to do with farming, and Katie's your person to call, right? Correct.
Yes. So she is our new agriculture agent, and she can. Well, Rachel can as well, but help you get soil tests, and if you have crop questions or identifying weeds, anything like that, Katie's your girl.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. And of course, Rachel works in there, and she's very conversant and knows about all this stuff as well.
Yes.
Okay. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give them the phone number one more time.
615-735-2900.
And now we got a special treat for you. Katie has worked with 4-H all these years, and we have a gentleman that does a segment for us, and it's called In the Wild with Gabe Harville.
Hello everybody, I'm Gabe Harville and welcome to another episode of In the Wild. I was actually going to do this segment over fishing, but due to the interest in my last springtime episode, I believe it's safe to say that spring has once again sprung in Tennessee. Springtime is a time of nourishment and rebirth, and I figured that I ought to do this segment at the only place it seemed fitting, at the location of my first In the Wild episode, in the pond in the cattle pasture behind our house. I believe I've already mentioned this in one of my previous segments, but right now is the spring migration. That is, birds from the southern United States and South America, their wintering grounds, are coming back to their breeding ranges in Tennessee. Right now we're lucky enough to have wintering species such as the dark-eyed junco and the pine siskin to live with our year-round species, as well as our summertime immigrants. Those summertime residents could be anything from summer tanagers, wood thrushes, and a very popular summertime bird around here, the purple martin. Lots of people up and down the valley here that runs along Peyton's Creek love to have martins because they keep control of the insect population and they provide something to do during the off hours. I know my uncle specifically loves to watch his martins circle around the nest boxes and gourds before they come to roost. Right now, the spring migration is an excellent time for you bird watchers, so get your binoculars ready because birding season is upon us. If you'll notice here in the pond behind of me, you can see all this algae growing on the surface. Whenever the weather warms up, it is the perfect time to be aquatic vegetation such as coontail or just this green algae behind of us. That is also perfect cover for fish. Yesterday I went fishing and I caught a bass that was probably 4 pounds. And right now the fish are getting ready to spawn, so that's probably why that big mama bass was that big. They're getting ready to spawn in their spawning beds. I'm talking about insects coming out. I'm getting flooded with mosquitoes here. But they're getting ready to spawn in their spawning beds in ponds like this or in the rocks along creek banks. And that can lead to some serious fishing. So everybody get your fishing poles ready because fishing season will be here like that. In springtime, the pollinators have returned, so butterflies, bees, everything in between. Earlier today as we were walking down here, I saw a zebra swallowtail, which if you didn't know, that's our state insect, butterfly. And just now, before we started shooting, there was a tiger swallowtail flew right over us. Migrating butterflies, such as the famous monarch butterfly, will be coming through. During the summertime, their yellow and black caterpillars will be seen on the milkweed plants. But right now, we've also got stinging insects that have come out, so wasps and hornets. In fact, my mama got stung yesterday by a hornet, and I killed a couple of wasps, so they are definitely out. But that's another sign of spring, is when insects start returning. If you can hear behind me for those brief seconds, whoop, right there's another one. That's the mating call of an American toad, and on warm nights such like tonight, you'll hear them back in the ponds like this, in creeks down in the hollow. They'll be all over. Those toads, along with spring peepers, upland chorus frogs, and wood frogs, will be serenading their hearts out to get a female to notice them. And as well, we might see some in a little bit. Salamanders will start coming out. Rosie might stir some up for us. Salamanders will start coming out and they'll be ready to mate. And if you get down by the pond's edge, salamanders will have their eggs laid in big clumps. Toads will have theirs in strings wrapped around underwater debris, be it grass or sticks, anything like that. And of course, we all know what frog eggs look like, just floating along the surface. But that's another sign of spring, is when the amphibians start coming out of hibernation. I can't immediately tell y'all what this is, but it is some sort of amphibian that's throwing itself around underneath the pond surface. Looks like 2 salamanders, maybe. It is 2 salamanders. I can't immediately tell what they are, but that's another sign of spring, is when the amphibians start to show up. Right now, we've got these salamanders, though I can't tell what they are. We've got spring peepers, chorus frogs that have started singing, and early on this year we had wood frogs just come out of hibernation ready to start mating. Another topic people often think about when they think of springtime is the abundance of babies. While we don't have any behind of me here, there's nothing like a new spring bull calf running around with his buddies with his tail streaming out behind of it. That's one thing that I think of in spring. Right now, we've already had the owl mating, so they'll have been laying eggs and ready to hatch. We got turkeys ready to be born, and as well as baby fawns, and they'll be coming out before too long. One surefire sign of spring is greenery. As you can see here, this is a black willow tree, and leaves newly formed have begun to sprout from the buds. If you'll turn around, camera woman, you can see in the hills behind us, the trees are beginning to take on a very pale shade of green, and pretty soon there will be leaves and new grass growth. From the lengthening days to the warmer weather, springtime certainly is a time of change, and this change can greatly affect the behavior of animals and plants. I hope you've learned a little something about springtime flora and fauna in this episode, and I hope to see you next time in the wild. I hope you've learned about something. Restart. Now our summertime residents are coming back up from their wintering grounds, so that could be summer tanagers, it could be flycatchers. Redo. Earlier today, while we were walking over here, I saw a tiger swallowtail, which if you didn't know, that's our state insect. The zebra swallowtail. One surefire sign of spring is greenery. This tree right here is a black willow. Moving a ladybug off my forehead. This tree is a black.
All right, we're still here at Mid-South Auto, and we're so glad to have some other guests come in. And Tammy, I'm going to ask you, you've got some folks that we haven't introduced yet, so I'm going to ask you to let them introduce themselves, so if you would do that.
I'm Kayla Franklin. I'm a prevention coordinator at the Drug Coalition.
And I'm Emily Longview, and I've been a prevention coordinator at the Coalition for 9 months now.
And I'm Tammy London. I'm the executive director at the Drug Coalition here in Smith County. And Emily is our newest employee, so we wanted to bring her along today and introduce her to everybody.
Okay, and maybe you can come back and talk to us again sometime, okay?
Yeah.
All right, well, now you guys got something special going on, and there's a lot of things you do. Let's talk about what you do in general right now. What's your mission? What do you guys do?
Well, we are primarily about early prevention. So we go into the schools and we provide prevention education to the kids here in Smith County. We work under several grants. 2 of our grants are for regional activities that we do. We have 2 regional overdose prevention specialists, Justin Cantrell and Suzanne Angel, and they go to the 13 counties in the Upper Cumberland and provide overdose reversal training. But these 2 girls right here, they, the kids see them at school throughout the week, and they go into after school and they just teach drug prevention for 5 substances: drinking, prescription drug, marijuana, alcohol, and tobacco.
Okay, and I've seen you guys going into like the middle school on occasions carrying your stuff in, so that's really good. And I know you enjoy it because I can tell that when you're going in, you're excited about talking to them.
Yeah, they do a good job. They do a good job.
Okay, now you guys got a special thing happening here. You got a party going on?
We do. Well, we have a spring block party that's coming up on Saturday, April the 22nd. It's going to be at the Gallatin Housing Authority on Clemens Circle, and it's from 12 to 2. And we're going to have games. The spot's going to be there. They're going to be providing games for that event. We're going to have free food. They're going to be providing haircuts, like gift cards for haircuts that day. and we're going to be providing free prevention resources, talking to people, giving them overdose reversal training. So it's just going to be a good day to come out and have fun in the community.
Okay. Now, a lot of people are like me. I don't know where the Gallatin House, well, actually, I do know where it is, but most people would not know. How do you get there? You come down Main Street, right?
You go down Main Street in Carthage, and from what I understand, it's like behind Sonic, but it's on Clemens Circle. So on Clemens Circle in Carthage.
The old Sonic.
Yes, the old Sonic. The old Sonic, yes.
Yeah. So it's on Clemens Circle behind the old Sonic.
Yes.
And you guys will be there from what time to
from
what time?
12 to 2 on Saturday, April 22nd.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll look forward to that, and surely there'll be a hot dog there, right?
There'll be pizza. We're going to have pizza,
Oh, that's
yes.
even better.
Yeah, we'll have pizza there.
Okay. All right. If somebody has questions or about drug prevention or about the party or anything else, how do they get in touch with you?
They can call our office at 615-588-1622, or they can email me at Tammy, Tammy, at smithcodrugprevention.org.
Okay, and your office is easy to find. It's right beside Domino's,
Yes,
right?
we're right beside Domino's, so stop and get a pizza and come get some lock boxes or something for your prescription drugs.
All right, that sounds great. Tammy, thanks. Thank you guys for coming by. Well, we got a special guest with us here today, and this young lady has quite an accomplishment under your wing here. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name's Daisy Bain, and I'm a senior at Gordonsville High School.
Okay, and Daisy, your name's first spelling is a little different than usual, right?
Yes.
D-A-Y-C-E-E.
Yes.
That's a unique spelling, and that's a good thing because people will remember that. Anyway, what Daisy has done is you're a senior at Gordonsville High School, like you said, and you have been chosen as one of 10 girls in your age group across the nation to compete in volleyball as part of America's team. Now, how did you manage to accomplish that? How did that happen?
So I think it was at a tournament last year in Atlanta. I competed at the World Congress Center. And you have to be selected by a college coach. And I don't know who the college coach was, but they got in contact with me by my phone number, and it was the coach that I am now on the team with.
Okay, so they basically scouted you out at that function, and
yes.
Well, that's a wonderful thing. And as far as I know, I don't know anybody else in our area that's been a part of that.
No.
Yeah, now I'm sure your mom's very proud. Your mom is Danielle. She works down at the city of Carthage. She's a good lady, good friend. Yeah, I think a lot of her. Well, now if you have to do a lot of fundraising yourself to be able to go to these things, and the team will travel to Spain for 9 days in a tournament with a lot of other countries. And if you want to support Daisy in her adventure to Spain, then you can donate. Now, Daisy, there is a QR code on this piece of paper, which I'm sure people can't scan off the screen, but we're going to try to see if we can get that on the screen for them. But if they want to get in touch with somebody, I know you're sponsored by Smith County Insider. So we'll try to let people know that they can contact Smith County Insider to be able to help you out. Now, how long have you been playing volleyball?
I've been playing volleyball since 7th grade.
7th grade, and you started right here in Gordonsville, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay, and obviously you must enjoy it.
Yes, I do. I play club and I play for high school.
Okay. Well, it's a wonderful game, and I'm glad when I was in high school, which you can tell by looking at me, it was a long time ago, they didn't have volleyball as a sport. We just did it in like, I guess you'd call it PE. And I'm glad that they've got teams now and that they're playing these sports like that. I'm glad they're available for you. Okay, if you want to help Daisy out, then you just get in touch with, or go to the Smith County Insider, and you can search her name. And Daisy, thank you for being here, and say hello to Danielle for us, okay?
Hi, Mom.
Okay, we hope you enjoyed the show, and we got a lot of things happening in the future, and I'm just going to mention a few of them here. Market Fest is April the 22nd, and that's down at the Carthage, in the park in Carthage. We've got a carry-out fish fry benefiting the Smith County Pregnancy Help Center, and that's going to be April the 22nd from 4 to 6, and it's at the Chamber of Commerce. So, and it's a kind of a drive-through. It's $12 a plate, and of course they would love to have the donation. It really helps a lot of folks when they do that. So just remember that on April 22nd. On Sunday, April the 23rd, at from 2 to 4 p.m. in the Smith County High School auditorium, we're going to have Mr. Chris Edmonds, and he's going to be speaking about his book, No Surrender, and it's basically a free event, but you can do a donation to the Ronnie Edmonds Foundation if you would like to do that. The event is sponsored by Near Star, the Smith County Heritage Society, and they're going to be there talking about this book. So if you want to have a good time and a good evening and hear some good history, April the 23rd from 2 to 4. And then, of course, the River City Ball is May 13th. I'm not sure at this time, but I believe it is sold out, so maybe you can be thinking about next year. But River City Ball is going on, and it's presented by Birthright Title, and they're going to be having a good time there, and that's on May the 13th. And then on May the 12th and the 13th at the Smith County Courthouse Square, we're going to have Tennessee Maneuvers Remembered. And that's going to be a big event. They're going to have a lot of displays about what happened during World War II here in Smith County when the maneuvers were going on. And there's a lot of deep history about that, and a lot of people that actually wound up making their home here because they were stationed here during that time. So that's May 12th and 13th. And those are basically all-day events there that start in the evening on the 12th, and then it goes all day Saturday. So if you want to be involved in that, just come on down to the Courthouse Square, or you can call us at the Chamber, 615-735-2093, and we can give you information on all these events. But we hope you're having a good summer. A lot of things are going to be happening, and we're looking forward to seeing what else comes up. So folks, go out and visit some of our parks, walk some of our trails, and just have a good time. I know Friends of Cordell Hull opened the Periwinkle Trail here about a week ago. Had a good crowd there, and they hiked the trail. And I know we've got something coming up here soon with the Bear Wallegrap Trail. There's going to be a hike there. So you talk to the folks at the Corps of Engineers or call us at the Chamber, and we'll give you that information. Until then, we'll see you. God bless, and hope you're having a great summer.